Hey guys, what's going on? Tenebris here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about whether or not I believe that Minecraft or Mojang, whichever one you prefer, should crack down on cheating in the game of Minecraft. So this is a pretty complicated topic, which is actually a lot more complicated than I thought it was going to be because I've made previous videos about Minecraft and Mojang potentially cracking down and stopping cheaters, but it's always been with a given that they should do it. But I thought I'd take a little bit of time to dive into whether or not that is something that they should be doing in the game of Minecraft. Especially now that Hytale's announced, and that seems to be taking a slightly different approach to modability and stuff of that sort. So essentially, the question I seek to discuss here is not how or, why or, anything of that sort Mojang should crack down on cheaters. It's really just, should they? Like, should they? Will it make Minecraft a better game overall? Should they do it now? Should they have done it earlier? Is it too late for them to? We're going to get into all of that. So we'll start off with the very beginning. Now, Minecraft has always been a game which built itself on its absolute modability. Now, what does that mean? It means that almost anyone who plays the game, if you know how to code, or even if you don't know how to code, you have an incredible amount of creative freedom. And that creative freedom, I believe, was the original spark in the game. That's how the modded community took off. That's how even Java and vanilla took off originally. Because, even though on vanilla you couldn't install mods on the server side, because otherwise it wouldn't be vanilla, you could still install mods on the client side, which gave people an immense amount of creative freedom, which was a huge positive for the game. But this also came with the addition of cheating, because obviously if you mod the game, cheating is basically a mod, which is not allowed, right? If you mod the game and, allow players to mod the game, they're going to mod the game in a way which gives themselves an advantage in-game against other players. Now, what is the problem with that? Well, easily the biggest problem is the fact that when a competitive community develops, as one developed on Minecraft, there's going to be a need and a kind of want for players to have an advantage as they want to compete in these kind of highly competitive leagues like we saw on Bad Lion. And from that, we got ghost clients and stuff of that sort. And because there were so many cheaters, a lot of players felt like the game itself wasn't doing enough to keep down the number of cheaters, and it was just kind of getting repetitive, and like you're fighting the same cheater over and over again. You lose elo, then the server doesn't give you your elo back and stuff of that sort, and it's just a horrible experience, and so many players quit because of this. And they continue to do so to today. So I actually think that even though the modability of Minecraft was the original spark which created the community as we know it, it's also what brought it down at the end. I mean, Java Edition, from the data that we have, has been dying for the past 3 years, which makes sense. I mean, that's not controversial at all. But, this modability would have to be restricted if they were to prevent cheaters. So this is kind of the double-edged sword here. I feel like, personally, if they prevented cheaters in a way where they had to restrict modding, because I don't really see any other way to do it. I mean, what can you do? You can, approve certain mods. You can allow servers to see what mods you have on, but, that's like super easy to bypass. They already kind of have a system that's similar to that in Forge, so that doesn't really do much. Like, that's not really, I mean, you could make it more secure, but it's still going to be bypassed pretty easily, especially if you make the game as moddable as Minecraft is in the way that Minecraft is moddable. So in a sense, I personally don't think that Minecraft would be quite as big as it is right now if Mojang took the initiative really early on to crack down on cheaters. Because first of all, who defines what cheats are? Is it the servers? Is it Mojang? If it's the servers, then there's going to be inconsistency there. If it's Mojang, then they're going to have to basically, create a set definition of cheating, which doesn't really make any sense in a game, which should be infinitely moddable. But overall, I do think it would be a major negative if they implemented it earlier. However, if they implemented it during the time where the competitive community was at its height in 2016, I think that it would be a major positive for the game right now. For looking back at how the community has declined over the past 3 years, we would have been in a much better place had they actually cracked down on cheaters back then. Nowadays, the competitive community, in my opinion, is completely decimated. I mean, what is there left of the competitive community? Basically nothing. And at this point, I don't think Mojang should even bother with it, because we have Hytale, there's no point. Minecraft is basically at the point where the competitive community is gone. Now, there is a possibility that if they implemented something like this, there could be a competitive community that springs up. But, Bad Lion clients are already doing the exact same thing without Mojang's help, without, any of these servers' help. So I find it, just I don't think they should. I just don't think they should. Minecraft is at a point where there's no need for it. I mean, the only thing it's going to do at this point is impede creative freedom, and people aren't going to like that, but, you know, just use Badland Client. That already exists. Use Badland Client. Mojang doesn't need to do anything. That's my actual view on it right now. But they should have in the past, right? And I've made videos where I talk about how they could have, you know, helped, how they could technically help, which they probably would. If they implemented this, it would help with cheaters. But will it make the community better? No, I don't think so right now. But yeah, overall, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Leave a like on this video, join my Discord, buy my Badland Client cape. Link to that will be in the description, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.